what our tender friend is trying to say is moan. When the suffering of other souls reaches you, you must moan along with them.
That's not only ludicrous, it's ridiculous. Come on, get out of here. Go freshen up or something. Oh, Tin Man, what were you trying to say? What do we do? Your plasma bottle. It's empty.
Purse! Purse!
Oh, purse. Purse. Purse? You have a purse? Oh, here we, oh my goodness. WD-40. Okay.
Thank you, Dorothy. That's much better.
You're welcome. Now, come on, Tin Man. What were that thing you were trying to tell me?
Oh, Dorothy, Glenda wasn't being ridiculous. We need to moan along with all creatures that are suffering in their solitude, even the lonely virus.
Moan? 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 You know, Tin Man, listen to this. First, the Scarecrow tells me to spin with the hungry wind, and now you're telling me to squirm with the lonesome germ? Hey, guys, listen to this. I have heard some bleeding heart, liberal, hippy-dippy dribble, but this, yes, this takes the carrot cake, right? I say that we bring in a wing of America's antibiotic pest and bomb the bastards back to the Dark Ages. Well, right? It worked for the Iraqians, didn't it?
Did it? Or did it just drive them out of sight where they could perfect their poison gases and upscale their armament like the Borg? I say we must open a dialogue, establish a détente, work toward coexistence. Even the most pernicious of parasites does not seek the demise of its host. We must bridge the chasm for the benefit of all life. So now, if you and Glenda would be so kind as to sing along, we'll do a little song and we'll all moan along together and we'll all feel so much better.
Excuse me, Tin Man, but remember I said no more benefit appearances for this lady, and I meant it. Now, I think Toto and I, we're going to sit this one out. You have 3,000 people to work with.
Perhaps some of you in the audience then would be so kind as to sing along. We men sing, every morning finds me moaning, and you ladies then come in. Yes, moan. And we'll all feel so much. That's niceness. Okay, men, all together now. Every morning finds me moaning. Ladies, yes, moan. That was nice, but it lacks heart. Come on now, let's really hear it. We men sing, every morning finds me moaning, and you ladies then come in. Yes, moan. Moaning about the troubles.
I don't think these ladies know how to moan.
I don't think so.
I think we're in Seattle and it's very square here.
I think you're right. Maybe
you
better
can only
help.
make right-hand turns. You better practice with them. Get them to moan.
I think you're right. We're going to have to do a lot better than that, or we'll be stuck here all night before the next thing happens. Every morning finds me moaning. Yeah. See, I knew we could do it. About the troubles I am feeling. Oh.
Hey, down there. Hey, down there. Open the door, Richard. Hey, down there. Let me in. I'm here there with your syncopation, man. You know? Syncopation?
I don't recall ordering any. Did you, Dorothy?
Well, yeah, maybe, but the studio canceled the order. They said they could mix it in later.
Mix it in? Listen to you, child. You think syncopation come like instant pudding? All to do is to stir in the milk And that's all? No, it don't come like that. It don't come in a nice round box or a rusty tin can neither.
Then enlighten us, sir. What does it come in?
It come in me, fool, in me only.
And who might you be?
I, the African god Legba, the notion of motion with emotion. And Legba be more instant than any pudding.
Excuse me, but did that old fart Oz send you?
That flim-flamming old fake peckerwood? Not bloody likely. I was there ease back in my hammock, clicking through the channels, and I flick up on this black and white flick, and there you was, child, trying to learn the sacred blood song from this recycle bin reject.
Sir, I resent your remarks. They are more than a little heartless. You haven't heard either of us making insulting remarks about your handicap, have you?
Not until now.
Right, and you won't either. Now, if you will be so kind as to allow us to continue with our choral practice.
Oral practice. I don't want to bruise your feelings there, brother man. I got to tell him, you got a tin ear.
Two of them, actually.
Yes, and one more flat than the other.
Well, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings either, but in my opinion, you would greatly benefit from one of my sensitivity sessions.
Sensitivity sessions. What do you think is a 12-step program in a 12-ounce can?
I warn you, my good man, when my blood's up,
and a pop-top can too.
that does it.
Yes, it should.
Stand aside, Dorothy. This rude fellow needs a little hands-on adjustment. Even if he is lame.
Lame? Do you call that lame, my man? What this rattletrap called me handicap, me called me advantage. This here twist-up foot give old Legba syncopation. Make a man unique, unlike the Borg.
Excuse me, but doesn't it hurt?
Of course it hurts, sweetie pie. That's the rhythm and the blues of it. It's the heart pumping and the lungs beating into death. It's the blues, my man. We both got an axe to grind.
You can moan on that one.
So let's twist like they did last summer, but with this time, with syncopation. Syncopation. Now listen to this thing here. Now here, I'm going to show you how to do it. Every morning finds me moaning. Yes, okay, let's try it again.
Every morning finds me moaning.
No, man, that ain't quite it. It's more than the beating of the heart and the pumping of the lungs and the aching of the bone. It's the blues, you know. So let's try it again. Listen and repeat after me. Cornrows, can I get a little help here? All right, hit it.
Every morning find me moaning.
Yes, that's it, that's it.
All the trouble I see.
Yes, Mom.
Life's a losing gamble to me.
Yes, Mom.
Cares and woes have got me moaning.
Yes, Mom.
Every evening find me moaning.
Yes, Mom.
I'm alone and crying the blues.
Yes, Mom.
I'm so tired of paying these dues.
Yes, Mom.
Everybody knows I'm moaning.
Yes, Mom.
Well, I spend many a days and nights alone with my grief, alone with my grief. But I pray, really and truly pray, somebody will come and bring me relief. Every morning find me moaning, because of all the trouble I see. Life's a losing gamble to me. Years and woes have got me moaning. Every evening find me moaning. I'm alone and crying the blues.
January 6th, year 1000. Bloody King Otto on top of Mount Millennium with pregnant Queen Otto. The babe's birth and the end of the world both long overdue. Thunder rolling, wind howling, wife whining, oh, husband mine. If it were just me, not one word of discontent would escape my lips. But what about the baby? Otto was pretty discontented himself. Wine gone, retinue run off, priest either dead or fled. Nothing left of his mighty kingdom to be a king over but a run-down horse and a cart and a belly-aching wife. He tosses wife in the cart and climbs on the horse and heads for home, cross country. Cart creaking, horse farting, wife bitching at every ditch and bump. What about the baby? What about the baby? Came dawn of the third day, and Otto was weighing various alternatives to poaching. And he let his mind drift a little bit. The cart bounced over a boulder, catapulting wife down the hill toward the distant castle. Cross country. Seemed like a good idea to the horse. He bucks free of his burden and heads for home himself. The busted cart bouncing behind him. By the time Otto reached his young wife, she was breathing her last. Saints be praised was Otto's reaction. At peace at last. Then something moves in the muddy petticoats. Otto sees something move. It's a baby. A baby untimely ripped and spattered with the blood of its borning. A boy baby. A prince. So Otto tears some of the petticoat off of his dearly departed to wash his royal hair and discovers, kneeling there on a grassy slope, the winter birds singing, the winter sun shining. That those weren't splatters of a troubled earth at all. They were boils, boils, boils. You mean I went up on top of the hill for this, and now I got a kid with boils all over him? Now my damn skull is on fire. Will these torments never cease? Tune in at the end of Act 3 and have these rancid riddles unraveled.